Hey you guys, what is up? What's going on? How are you? And happy fall, happy almost Halloween. It is that wonderfully cozy time of year that is just so nice. Even though it's 90 degrees outside, and I know I say that every time I do like a fall or winter video, but that's Southern California for you. So I'm gonna pretend that it's Halloween, and I'm gonna do that today, applying some lippies onto my lips and get into a fall mood vibe. I wanna say a quick thank you to Milani for sending me all of their new Halloween themed, fall themed liquid lippies because I cannot wait to try them for you guys. This video is not sponsored at all in any way. I was not told I have to do a video on these, but if you guys remember from my trend mood video, Milani trend mood that I did a couple months ago, I saw these in Walgreens displayed rather early. I think it was the end of August, and I was like, I'm gonna need to come back and pick up a few of these because I love the Milani Amore Satin Matte formula, and these shades are beautiful, and I cannot wait to try them. So thank you to Milani for sending these out to me in PR. I'm so excited that they sent these because now I can actually show you guys all of them on my lips instead of just like 2 or 3. If you want to see these lip swatches right onto my lips, obviously, where else would a lip swatch be? But you came to the right place. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to see how the formula wears because, like I said, the Milani Amore Satin Matte is one of my favorite all-time liquid lippies, and it is my all-time favorite drugstore liquid lip, and I just love it. So hopefully the formula is the same for the Amore Satin Matte, and I also have the regular Amore Matte, and I also have 2 of the Amore Matte Metallics. And I really want to see how that metallic formula wears, if it feels nice, if it feels gritty or anything like that. We are going to find out together today, you and I gonna find out. But anyways, if you guys want to see all that, if that all sounds good and dandy to you guys, then you're in the right place. So all you really need to do now is sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Boop. Now, before we dive into it, I want to be a good little YouTuber and just mention really quickly, if you like what you see so far, if you can smell what I'm stepping in and you can dig it, then I would love it if you would consider going down and hitting that little red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is around 3 times a week. I would love to have you a part of my fam bam, baby. But let's just get right into this. I'll throw up some arm swatches really quickly. That way you guys can see everything laid out. And let's talk specifications really quickly because Milani was really good and sent me an actual info card, which is fabulous when brands do that because it's easier to tell you guys what's up. There are 5 shades of the Amore Satin Matte lip cream. Now, in my experience, Satin Matte, it's not overly drying. It's just perfect, but it lasts all day and it's just nice. I think that's where the satin comes in. So it doesn't necessarily have a sheen, but it's a little bit creamier kind of looking matte, if that makes sense. Now, I haven't used either of these 2 next formulas, so I'm really excited to try this matte lip cream. So 2 shades in that, a black and a deep maroon, and then another black and a deep maroon in the metallic formula. And like I said at the beginning, I'm really excited to see how that wears and feels on my lips. So these are supposed to retail from around $7.99 to $8.99. Like I said, I did already see them in Walgreens, and I might have even seen them in a different drugstore? I don't remember. Maybe it was Walmart. Either way, it's also available on Ulta's website, and I think I saw them in stores in Ulta too, which in that case you can use a coupon if you are in the States. Well, sometimes you can use drugstore coupons too. But anyways, that's around the price point that we're working with, which is fabulous. I love that. Like I said, favorite drugstore liquid lip of all time. And hopefully these matte ones and metallic ones will be the same. Anyways, let's go ahead and start applying these lippies right on my lips. That way you can see the color payoff, the shade, and everything like that, at least at my skin tone. Do take note that because I'm testing so many colors out, my lips can tend to turn red, obviously, because I'm wiping and swatching and wiping and swatching. So I'm gonna be putting foundation and concealer on in between just to kind of neutralize that so the colors don't mess around too much. So just a little FYI. Anyways, let's jump into it. right, there are the lip swatches for you. Now let me talk really quickly about application, formula, everything that I noticed when I was swatching these. So first of all, the matte satin Amore Satin Matte, whatever, the first 5 that I did that were all the same formula, love it consistently across the board, just love it. These are the ones that I originally loved. The color payoff is amazing. They are creamy, they are smooth, they feel comfortable on the lips, and I already know that the wear time is very, very good. So these ones are just the same in this Halloween type of formula. The only one that is a little bit drier was the shade Leather, which is the black shade. It wasn't as creamy and quite as easy as to apply, so it leans more on the matter side. However, it's not quite as matte as the actual Amore Matte formula is. That one is very, very, very matte, but that one actually went on a little bit smoother than the Amore version of it did, than the satin version of it did. I don't know what that's about. Just take note of that. I did feel like this one, the satin Amore Matte, the leather shade, was more of a leather. That's more of like a vinyl leather finish. It's not like shiny, but it just is richer and deeper. Now the shade Wicked, which is the matte one, it's more of a, it had like a softer, maybe because it was so matte, it wasn't like gray, but it was like a softer black look, if that kind of makes sense. And now the only one that was difficult for me to apply out of all of these was the shade Vixen in the matte collection. That one felt very dry going on. It kind of was a little bit patchy. I don't know if you noticed on the swatches, but I had to layer it up quite a bit and be very careful and tedious, and it was just, it was more difficult one of that. So I personally would skip the Vixen in the matte formula just because it wasn't as comfortable on the lips and it was too difficult to apply. But if you love it and you like that really, really dry matte feeling on your lips, then you'll like it. You know, you ain't me, I ain't you. We like different things, or we like the same, I don't know. And then lastly, the metallic mattes. These to me aren't necessarily metallic. I was just expecting it to be more like metallic. However, when I go to look at it, I obviously can see it is what you get. Mostly, it is a very matte lipstick. I'm wearing the black one still, called Magic Matte, because it was the last one I swatched and I was like, I ain't redoing it again. My lips are crying. But if you notice, I put the light on so you can kind of hopefully see, or hopefully you saw the glitter flecks in it. So it's a matte liquid lipstick with glitter flecks. It's not like a metallic, super shiny type of situation, kind of like a Too Faced Melted Metallic. It's not like that at all. It is a matte with little itty bitty different glitter colors in there. So it is really, really pretty, but you kind of have to look up close to really notice it. The black one, I don't notice it quite as much as I did with the maroon shade called Vampy Matte. That was really cool. It's like purpley glitter in it. I don't know. This is a little more comfortable to wear, but not quite as comfortable as the satin mattes. Now, I hands down would recommend the satin mattes. As you can tell, I just love that. So if there's a shade in there that you like of that collection, try that. So really quickly, let me know down in the comments below what your favorite shade was that I swatched. If you have one that you saw that you want to pick up for yourself. My favorite, my most wearable one, I think, for my skin tone and everything day to day would be Crimson Curse. That was the very first one that I swatched. However, I am obsessed with, I think it was Femme Fatale, that deep, deep, rich purple that was almost black. I love, love, love that. Anyways, that is enough of that. If you made it through this whole video and you like what you see so far, and you can dig my style, you can dig my vibe, then like I said at the beginning, I would love it if you would consider going down and hitting that little red subscribe button down below. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is around 3 times a week. And go ahead and tap that bell, whether you are already subscribed or you're not. Make sure that bell is tapped. That way you actually get notified, allegedly, when I post videos. I don't know, YouTube's crazy, you guys know that. That is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that every single one of you out there, every single one of you, have a great, freaking, awesome, wonderful, spooky dooky, but not actually spooky, but like fall festive kind of like vibe and coziness type of day.